Well, last night's South Carolina primary proved it may be a three-man race on the Republican side. At least Marco Rubio described it that way.
And many are wondering this morning, will either Rubio or Cruz be able to stop Trump's momentum and ultimately win the nomination? Here to react to the results, Fox News contributor Meghan McCain. Good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
So your big headline this morning is?
My big headline this morning is it's Trump's to lose at this point. I'm not a Trump supporter, but he's got so much momentum going out, and we're going to know in the next 3 weeks whether or not he can win. And Marco Rubio and Ted Cruz have got to fight this one out and choose which one of them are going to go up against Trump, because at this point, I would say it's a two-man race between Ted Cruz and Donald Trump at this point.
Well, with Carson and Kasich still in the race, how long do you think they'll stay, and how much damage is that doing for the others?
Ben Carson not dropping out is a special kind of delusional that I don't understand. John Kasich, same thing. If you care about the non-Trump vote, you have to start acclimating the votes that aren't going to him. And if they just want to make some sort of, I don't know, folk song message of some kind, I don't know what they're doing, but you have to stop being so selfish. And right now, Ben Carson and John Kasich are being selfish. There's no foreseeable pathway for either of them to become president.
Okay, let's take a look at some of the demographics. The exit polling, the people between the ages of 17 and 29, 28% went to Ted Cruz, 26% went to Donald Trump, 22% went to Marco Rubio. What do you make of that?
I always think broadly when it comes to the youth vote. Right now, millennials are overwhelmingly going to Bernie Sanders. In 2008, 60% of millennials went to President Obama. The Republican Party still has some branding issues with young people. I would like any candidate that's going to reach out to
young people are going to vote for Bernie.
I hope and pray to God not.
He's offering free college. If you didn't have a college fund and you heard that message, you'd go for that message.
I feel like I'd be logical enough to know that nothing in life comes for free and that money's going to come from someplace.
Yeah, but when you're 19, you don't know that.
I think even at 19, I was a little jaded, Steve. I think even at 19, I think even at 19,
You've been
I would have
talking to
fallen
colleges for 10 years or so. What do you think the Republican Party needs to do to change their messaging to appeal to millennials?
It's so complicated, but I think just
free college.
Free college is not the answer. I mean, maybe it is the answer for Bernie Sanders, but I think just, talking about what being conservative means, Republican values, taking personal responsibilities, strong national defense, all the things that our party is based on, and people get so caught up in social issues in the wrong way. And I think young people just, they pay a lot of attention, but I think the Republican Party just needs, there's a lot of really great people speaking out. I love Marco Rubio's messaging in a lot of ways, and I think there's a lot of great candidates speaking out, but we can't let the liberal left completely co-opt, obviously the narrative.
In years past, and I know your family's very familiar with how this all works, if somebody ran away with it in New Hampshire and wins by double-digit in South Carolina, by now the party establishment would be saying it's time for us to unite, to coalesce around the front runner.
Well, there's no candidate in history that has won New Hampshire and South Carolina on the Republican side that hasn't gone on to become the nominee. Obviously, for a lot of us, for me, still questioning whether or not Donald Trump's a real conservative is a real question. That being said, if he wins, he wins. And that's just, the world we're going to live in and the life we're leading. And, you have to come around the nominee. We'll know very soon, a few more weeks.
Super Tuesday and then the SEC.
Thanks for waking up early with us.
Thank you.
We appreciate you coming in.